I discovered why some guitarists progress 10 times faster than others, and it's not talent, age, or practice time. After teaching hundreds of students over the last 20 years, I noticed that the ones who became amazing players all practiced technique, and the ones who ignored it either hit plateaus or got frustrated and quit. I'm going to show you why this is crucial for your progress and how it's going to help make everything you learn on guitar easier. When I was in music school, I remember walking down the halls of the practice room and seeing the same people in there every single day. And these were the top players in the school, the people that are now college music professors, playing in big symphonies and landing highly competitive gigs. But I noticed that not only were they in there every day, but they all had a very structured practice routine. Every single one of them, without fail, had one thing in common. They all spent a lot of time working on technique, like scales, arpeggios, patterns, etc. And they always started their practice with this. When you work on technique, your fingers know where to go, just like typing without looking at the keyboard. It builds a solid foundation that makes everything else easier. If you were building a house, you lay the foundation first, because without it, the whole thing would fall apart. But this one practice habit can cut your learning in half. I've seen complete beginners master songs in weeks that usually take months to learn. If you want to play your favorite solo all the way through without a single mistake, it's going to be a lot easier if you're practicing technique. Now, there is one big mistake you can make that makes this impossible, but I'll show you how to avoid that in just a minute. But think about it like this. You wouldn't try to write a book in a language you don't speak. First, you'd learn the alphabet. Every chord is built from notes in a scale, and every riff in your favorite solo is built around notes in the scale. So if you work on technique, when you learn a new song, you're not really learning totally new movements. You're just combining movements that your fingers already know. Just like you can type a word without having to think about where every single letter is. If you already know the scale and some different patterns and variations of it, it's going to make learning that solo a lot easier. And I'll go into how to actually play these in other videos, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. But if you're brand new to guitar, you can start with a simple spider exercise, going up the first, second, third, and fourth fret on each string. And if you're a little further along, you can practice scales, modes, patterns, and arpeggios. And as you get better at these, everything becomes easier. But you'd be surprised how much of a difference these make, even just with 10 minutes a day. But obviously, if you can do more, that's even better. But add this to your practice routine and make sure you start with it first in your practice session. Now, there is one mistake that can make playing some of these impossible. I know a lot of people have a hard time stretching their hand enough, and if your hand's not positioned in the right way, you won't be able to reach those higher frets. So if you want to see how you can double your reach with just a few small tweaks, click this video right here, and I'll see you there. Peace.